Hi guys, I've got another video for you. This is another ColourPop haul, and this is the one I really just couldn't wait to shoot. Um, I, as soon as I placed the order, I was looking at another color and said, oh, I should have gotten that one too. But I just want to bring this out to you because I couldn't wait any longer. So if I do get any more of the Ultra Matte Lips, I will be featuring them in just a, collective haul of different things from ColourPop. So let me just tell you a little bit about them. I did my last video, I believe, was about the Ultra Satin, and that's a slightly different formula. It's a little thicker, and it's not as drying. So I would say, if you have dry skin or maybe like dry lips or more mature lips, you may want to check those out. And I tend to gravitate towards these. These are the Ultra Matte Lips from ColourPop, and um, I just like these, even though it's a drier formula, and some people don't love that about it. Um, I find they're closer to being transfer proof. I would not say these are 100% transfer proof, and not all the colors really behave the same way. I found that some of the like mid-tone colors will stay on a little bit better, and some of the really, really bright colors may come off almost immediately. But pretty much as soon as you start eating and drinking, that's when it just all falls apart. So this is not a transfer proof type of lipstick. But when you're wearing it without eating or drinking, it stays on pretty well. And it doesn't take very long for it to set, maybe a minute or two. And you get, like, it's ultra matte, so you get a really matte finish. So I do like these a lot. I believe the price is $6. Um, I'll put it down below. Um, and I'll list all the colors as I'm showing them to you. So here's the first one. It's Midi, and these all have, let's see what you get here, 3.2 grams or 0.11 ounces, and you got this doe foot applicator. So, and the product is pretty watery and thin, so definitely not the same formula as the Ultra Satins. But the pro to that is that it dries pretty quickly, and so that's really nice. And I found that if I would layer over it, it didn't look patchy. At least for most of the colors that I have. I've heard that maybe one or two of the colors can be patchy, but not the ones that I've got. So this one is Midi. That's the first one I've got, and it's right over here. And as you'll see, a lot of times they dry quite a bit darker than they look in the tube. So this is really a pretty neutral. And they're almost dry. I swatched them like a couple minutes ago. So, and then the next one I have is called Shimmy. And I don't know about this one because on my lips it kind of looks a little light, like maybe I'm trying to get more in the light now. Somehow on my lips it looks a little white, so I'm not a huge fan of this one. And somehow it seems pretty dark on my hand, but on my lips it didn't look very dark. So that's a nice pale pink. The next one is Trap, and that's right here, and that's that really trendy grayish color. So I really like this color. I don't know, I can't get enough of it. It's really cute. So again, you can see it's quite a bit darker than it is in the tube. And the next one I have is Solow. And as you see, it's quite a bit darker. It's more like a pink, like a warm pink. And then the next one I have is Donut. And in the tube, it doesn't look that bad, but when I put it on my lips, it was quite a fluorescent coral. So I was like, okay, I think this is a little too bright even for me. And as you'll see, I tend to wear the bright colors. So I don't know if that one's really for me. The next one I have is Highball, and that one's right here, and that's like a hot, bright pink, and I love this one. I haven't even worn it yet, but I know I'm gonna love it, so. And then this one, Mars, I actually wore it in my last video, so I'll link that down below anyway, so you could see my Ultra Satin ColourPop haul, so you can see that. And this one just has a lot more red in it. It's still like pinky, but it has a little red, whereas Highball is just a really hot pink. So that's kind of the difference for you. And then we get into the reds. So I've got this one's Succulent, and that one is here. And let me just see. Yeah, that's the right one. And it's an orangey red. And this was one of the ones I got later. And I thought, oh, I'm missing this from my collection, so I decided to get it. And the next one I have is Creeper, and that's below that. And it's a much bluer red. And it's just, you know, like a classic red. So that one's also bright and pretty, but I do like the other one as well. And then Bumble is right here. And let me see if I could tip it in the light, or if you could see. Here, maybe now you can tell. Like, this is more red, and this is more like a darker terracotta. So, you know, hopefully you can see the difference. And the next one I have is Beeper. And it dries quite a bit darker than it is in the tube. But I would say this is like a brown, and it has, I don't know, it's not a straight brown. It's, maybe it has a little pink in it or something. I don't know what it is. But when I put it on, I really loved it. And this is one of the newer colors, well, new-ish anyway, from the original line. You know, it's newer than those. So, and I was going to get a purple one, but they had discontinued drive-in, so I think maybe I'll get lychee next time. So I may have another couple to swatch for you in a while. So the next one I have is Avenue, and that's like a deep red. And it's kind of getting more towards the vampy shades. And the last one is Tulle, and that's kind of like a deep plum, which I really love. So these are all my swatches, and I hope you found this video helpful. Don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss more videos like these, and I'll see you in my next video. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.